All right, Nick, let's talk about the Wisconsin Badgers. This is a team ever since hiring Luke Fickell has been on fire lately. They're getting a lot of big time recruits. They're getting a lot of news in the media, but we're not talking about just this season. We got to talk about the future as well. And this program is already looking towards the future.
Yeah, there's a lot of great news out of Wisconsin about how strong this program will be, the changes involving the program as we look towards the out years. And that leads me in a question today for Badgers fans to answer in the comment section below before we get to the news. Of all the moves that Luke Fickell has made up to this point, all the new additions into the program, which one to you will be the best? Whether it's a recruit he brought in, a transfer, coaching staff hire, whatever it is, give us the one move Fickell has made up to this point that you think will have the biggest impact on this program, and let us know that in the comment section below. All right, Miles, I'll throw it back to you now. What's the latest news out of Wisconsin?
Yeah, Nick, I gotta tend to lean towards the hiring of Phil Longo. I think that might be
Oh,
a
for sure.
really big boost of energy into this offense. I think it's gonna be huge for Wisconsin. But Nick, the future recruiting game may also be a huge one because today we have another big time recruit for the 2024 class committing to Wisconsin, and this guy seems legit. That we're talking about none other than cornerback 4-star Emilio Agard. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. I'm sorry if it is not. But this guy is huge out of the state of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Nick, St. Joe's Prep School. I think this guy is going to be huge for Wisconsin. And you know what? Who confirmed this report? None other than him himself. He said it is over with. He is committed to Wisconsin. We have the tweet right here. Emilio Agard has now committed to the Wisconsin Badgers. I think this guy coming in, there's a lot of great offers on the table for him, Nick. He was got offers from Clemson, offers from Alabama, but decides to go to Wisconsin. He sees what they're doing down there. He really likes it. I'm excited about it as well, Nick, and I want to hear your thoughts on this. What do you think about the addition of Agard to Wisconsin, and what do you think this brings to the program?
So he's a great player. He's a great prospect. It's a big win for Wisconsin in terms of what he's going to do on the field. But I want to focus on the announcement itself. This is sort of an interesting dynamic that I think is going to be very new to Wisconsin fans. And I think it's going to be exciting. So when Agar was announcing he was going to commit, he had all the hats lined out in front of him and stuff like that. It looked like he was going to pick maybe the Tennessee hat. And then the mascot, Bucky the Badger, showed up, knocked all the hats out of the way, made a big show of it, went viral on social media. It was awesome. It was funny. It was hilarious. A lot different than what we normally see out of Wisconsin. And I think it's important for Badgers fans. And look, some of you out there may not like it. Some of you may not like the attention and things like that. You may not like the idea of going viral with your mascot on Twitter and social media and that kind of thing. In today's day and age, that's how you win recruiting games. Attention matters. They say the first rule of persuasion is attention, right? The first rule to persuade people to come to your program, to build momentum, to build energy for your football team is attention, right? You got to get all eyes on you. If no one's paying attention to you, no one's going to come. That's just the way it works. There is no such thing as bad publicity. I'm just full of cliches today. And that's exactly what we're getting from the Wisconsin Badgers right now under Luke Fickell. We're getting energy. We're getting social media presence. We're getting viral videos. And I know a lot of you may not be familiar with that because it's not really how Wisconsin has been run in the past. It's the way you are successful in today's day and age. Look no further than Coach Kelly down at LSU, right? Remember last offseason, Mice? He did all like the weird recruiting videos that ended up on social media, and he looked kind of like a goober, looked kind of weird. Like, what the heck's going on? What's this guy even doing? It looks like he's going to just totally ruin LSU. Has a great year. They win 10 games. They go to the SEC championship game. They look really good. This coming year, they keep getting a lot of great recruits. Why? Because you get eyes on you. You get attention. People start paying attention to you. You're able to persuade them to come to your school. That's how you win games. That's how you win the recruiting game, more specifically in major college football, unless you already are like an Alabama or a Georgia or something like that. Luke Fickell and company in the recruiting department at Wisconsin gets it, Mize. I really love what they're doing in the recruiting game.
Nick, I want to go ahead and tell Wisconsin fans exactly how big this guy is going to be for their program. The real fans know, but Nick, this is the second highest rated corner that Wisconsin has had in the internet recruiting rankings era, behind only that of Brett Bell in 2001. So this is a
Wow.
huge corner get for Wisconsin, Nick. And this guy has now solidified back-to-back 4-star corners in consecutive recruiting classes as well. They had Amari Snowden in the 2023 class. Now they have Agard in the 2024 class, Nick. But that is not anything compared to what I'm about to tell you. This guy was recruited by Wisconsin's now safety coach, Colin Hitchler, I believe. And he was a coach at Cincinnati under Luke Fickell, recruiting some small time corner talent, like guys like Sauce Gardner, guys like Kobe Bryant. There's a ton of high level talent coming out of Cincinnati at the corner position. So this guy knows his stuff. I think this is going to be a huge get for Wisconsin just because of the merit and pedigree alone. It's one of the biggest corner gets that they've had in a while, recruited by a coach who truly knows his stuff when it comes to cornerback production.
Yeah, I think that's a great point you brought up there, my stuff. Obviously, what they did at Cincinnati, the cornerback position was outstanding. And look, I just want to go back to the attention thing, just one final point. Because when I looked at the big college recruiting news this morning, I was trying to see everything that was going on. The headlines was Colorado Deion Sanders, and then it was Wisconsin. Think about that for a second, Miles. When's the last time you've had Wisconsin Badgers football in the offseason at the top of the marquee with a big name like Deion Sanders? It just doesn't happen very much. And that's exactly what Fickell is doing. This is the first step of a lot of massive recruiting moves. You brought up the fact this is a big prospect in a very long time. Trust me, this is not the first of these. There's going to be a long line of top flight prospects and transfers that are going to be coming to Madison because of what Luke Fickell is doing.